Good morning, folks. This is Mac, live from Dhaka, Bangladesh, and looks like we're heading for a whatever. We're heading for a. It's not yet decided what we're heading for. It's either lockdown, or is it isolation, or is it house arrest? We still don't know. So as I speak to you, we're apparently free humans in a free world. Now the view from Bangladesh is the view from the global bowels of Bangladesh, of which I'm a very humble member, is it all depends if you're going to call this a virus at all. It doesn't matter which part of the world you live in. You've been inflicted with something that you have never, ever experienced. Neither have your forefathers, your ancestors, your great-great-grandfathers. No one has come to a point in their life ever as we are today. But I don't believe it's the end of the world. I don't believe that our merciful God, for no apparent reason, will wipe us away from the earth just like that. No way. He's merciful. The real problem here is what is really happening. What has gone wrong, so terribly wrong in this insane world that we live? What is it that went terribly right? And why today we as a generation, with 5, 6 wonderful generations coming behind us, will have to stand here in front of the sun and have to question, why? Why now? Why us? Why this time? Why? What have we done to deserve this fate? What have we as a nation, as a Bangladeshis, as Bengalis done to deserve this fate? We can question. We can question the Supreme Being. We can question ourselves, because we have that strength in our heart to question the world. We want the world to answer a few questions. It's shameful that the World Health Organization calls this a pandemic. How can you call something a pandemic without giving us the numbers? Okay, 1 million people dead worldwide through a virus. Call it an epidemic. Or maybe 50,000, call it an epidemic. 1 million gone, it's a pandemic. The whole world might as well watch your back. Has this so-called virus killed 1 million people on this earth up until today, where Bangladesh is going to be faced with a lockdown? Do we deserve this? Have we? How dare you threatening us with our life? You cannot even fix the figure of 1 million to say this is going to be pandemic. Whereas in this part of the world, this blessed country of ours, 30 million people have died just to save this earth, just to save this world, just to save my country, my nation. With that, the future of the world. How dare you threaten a nation that has given up 30 million of its people just to save us? How dare you do that? It's a shameful thing. I'm also ashamed to see a few reports this early in the morning, very disturbing, that some of these so-called Western friends of ours have shut their doors, closed their schools, and packed up and went into isolation or whatever. How dare you can do that without waiting for what the Bangladesh government has to tell you? How dare you do that, sir? Have you asked the Bangladesh government even once that we're going to shut it down? How dare you do that, sirs? It's good to see It's wonderful to see the Americans jump the gun. The first ones to shut their schools and quarantine their people. Bring in a fear, the first fear. Oh, the Americans are scared, so we have to be very scared, my God. Sensibly, our good friend the Brits haven't yet done that. They're waiting to see exactly what the Bangladesh government does, because that's their bloody responsibility. They have to look out for the welfare of this country, just not Her Majesty the Queen. They're aware of that. They've colonized us, so they're aware who and where they are and who they're addressing. They respect us. We have earned their respect. We thank the British government. You haven't jumped. You haven't jumped the gun. But the Brits did. Had the Brits done it, I would have understood. But the Americans jumping the gun, I'm so sorry. It's not on. You have created a fear psychosis virus. This is the biggest hoax on mankind. You have created a virus where people will be fearful of their life. So you decide who dies and who lives. Yeah? You decide who dies and who lives. You humans, have you become that arrogant even after seeing 2 bloody world wars? How dare you do that to us? How dare you even have a second look at my motherland when people like us are still alive, and we'll fight and we will die, but we will not let you step in our privacy. You want to enter our homes? How dare you? How dare you want to enter my home? You're creating a fear psychosis so that brothers will hate brothers. Everybody will have OBC, obsessive compulsive disorder. That's the worst fear a human can have. People will hate each other. No one will come near me. No one will go and, oh my God, Mac has got something around. I don't like something about Mac's clothes. I don't like something about the way he smells. I don't like the way he talks. You are creating hatred. And you're doing that hatred by creating fear. You're going to have the world turn insane. That's your plan. No way. You can't do it. You will have to live to regret it. Fear has never been a dominant factor in any exploitation of the third world. Fear doesn't work in the third world. We poor people, we live by the soil, we'll die by the soil, but we won't put a hand up. You call yourself global? You call yourself global? What a racist word to use. What's the globe? Look up at America, wow. Or look up at Europe, wow. Where the hell are you today? Where are you today right now? We say global, look at us, this is global. Change your racist insinuations about being global. You call it a global problem? It's not. It's your problem. You created it, and you will have to pay for it. And isn't it interesting? Isn't it interesting that while all that is happening, there's one country in the world that hasn't been affected by the coronavirus? Any guesses? Guys, come on, give me a hint. One country in the world, not at all. Not at all. Disturbed or even hurt. No reports about that country being affected by the coronavirus. What's the name of the country, bros? Come on, want to give me a hint? What's the name of the country? Which country in the world? Okay, Andy, you give me a hint. Which country in the world doesn't have coronavirus right now? Give me a hint. Come on, let's play this game. You guys are intelligent. Andrew, come on. Natasha, which country in the world is not yet affected by coronavirus? One country in the world. Just give me one name of one country, an interesting country. Yeah? Any guesses? You'll be surprised. Israel. Wow. Blessed people. Chosen people. God's own men. Wow. You're trying to play God with us. You're trying to play God with us? You're trying to play God with a nation that has fought this whole crisis of identity that you have created to divide humankind, to drive and kill this humankind to a point where only you and only you will be answerable to your conscience. Just 1.5 billion Americans are going to die? Hey guys, 30 million people were killed in this country, and guess what? Who helped kill them? You guys. The American Fifth Fleet was here, and when these Pakistanis were killing us, you guys were giving the tanks. You guys were giving the bullets. You guys were giving the grenades for these Pakistanis to rape, kill, and destroy the honor and defile this motherland of mine. You were the guys paying for it. And how has God paid you back? How has God paid you back? Have a look now. Where are you today, and where are we today? We are here to say we don't give a damn. We're here to say we're not a spent race. We're here to say, like the Africans, the blacks, the struggling people, all the way from Gil Scott-Heron to Malcolm X to Bob Marley, everybody lives here. It's a home for all these great people. They walk in and they walk out. Don't mess with us. We're Rastafari. We are Bauls of Bangladesh. Don't mess with us. Don't mess with my motherland. We will give you a price to pay, and we won't even touch you. The curse from our heart is going to hit you so hard, you're going to disappear from the face of the earth. Not the American nation, just a few of you. We love you, America. We love the people of America. We salute you. We salute all the good men. Bernie Sanders, my salute to you. Gil Scott-Heron, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Peter Tosh, scary, dangerous, Bob Marley. All the Rasta families. The same common ancestors as Baus in Bangladesh, and we've been family for over thousands of years. And what do we care about? Hey, have a look. Have a look. This is where we are. This is my little house. And what do we have here? A not very well managed garden, but we have some fruits. We try and do things on our own. That's how we've been surviving for thousands and thousands of years. We have birds that come in and sing songs for us. And I come and hear the songs every morning before dusk. I come here. There she is. There she is. Okay. And there she is. And there she is. Come on, girl. Hey. Okay. There you are. Okay. All right, the bird. Birdie, birdie. Come, 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 come. Stay there. Stay there. Okay. I'm coming in. Careful. When is the last time you talked to the birds? When is the last time? Okay, there's another one. Wow. Okay, where is she? Hang on. Okay. 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 There's the water. They had to fill. And then we have one of my dear friend. Yeah, he's burning off the rubbish. This rubbish has to go because there's no place to dump them. Some of the stuff we have to burn. Some of the stuff we have to try and use, because people have gotten so unhygienic, so dirty. Just by being so Western, we have lost our roots. And we've all become Western and global in the consequence. We've forgotten who we are. Okay, let's look at the plants. That's how you can start your morning when you're so-called locked in or isolated or whatever. No one said you can't go to the roof. Go to the roof. Yeah, do things. Wake up in the morning. Okay, you can see some bees and some birds, and fine, have a wonderful day, and then carry on with the day. Nothing to fear. It's all bloody hoax. And finally, before I go, it was an emotional, it was a passionate kind of speech to all of you. I hope and pray that you will, if you believe in my words, if you believe in my honesty, if you believe in my integrity, if you believe that I have created songs, some good, some bad, some of it stolen, some of it been trying to be recovered, etc., etc. There's a long joke going on the Bangladesh music scene. You all get to know about it soon. I'm not talking. Shh, don't ask me no question. I tell you no lie. Wait, wait, wait. Patience. Be patient, guys. Be very patient. Now, there's my friend the crow. Where are you? Go. Ah, there he is. Okay. Where is he? Yeah. So actually, what I'm trying to say is you can do a lot of wonderful things just by staying at home. I got two birds, which I'll show you later, because they sleep in my veranda, where the rest of the family is sleeping now. And there she is. Ah, there she goes. As long as the birds are chirping, just imagine no sound of any car. It's so wonderful. If anything brings us back to our sanity here in Bangladesh, we need to be more silent. We should be able to hear wonderful sounds like birds, bees, children. And that is a wonderful blessing, and that's happening. That's happening. We'll be giving more and more time to our children, to our loved ones, to each other. And maybe we'll be having more live conversations like this. So all I'm saying is, well, the other thing is, the last thing I was trying to say, the way they look at the world, the way they want to dominate the world is to make you have one view of the world. Okay? What's the difference between the radio and the television? Radio would give us a million images in our mind, because we would only hear the music, not see them. But television, videos, gives you one image, and that's it, whether you like it or not. If you buy it, good. If you buy it for the wrong reason, you're finished. So this camera, this one view, this global, this something, good, as long as it serves a good purpose. But folks, stay away from anything that's like one fixed thing, you know what I mean? Stay away from gadgets. Switch off your location. Don't let people know your location. And always tell us and never tell where you really are. Never tell people where you really are. That's about it. You're safe. And, well, no use wearing a mask, because this gumcha can resist coronavirus. This is this bloody big, apparently. Whereas this silence, this is going to help us in another way in Bangladesh, because the air pollution level is now going to come up. Last year, in the year, last year, 2019, we had only 8 days of healthy, clean air. Only 8 days in 365. If this year, thanks to this scare, if we have 100, clear, healthy air to breathe, no cars, no pollutions, maybe no construction projects, everybody needs a break. Let's go home, let's sing, let's dance, let's eat, let's get to know each other well. In my building, I just came to know 10 new people, and I've been living in this building for the last 10 years. I haven't had the time to go say, hello, how are you? I've gotten so busy with devices and other things. And useless stuff, really. Most of it is useless. So all I'm trying to say is, folks, I'm an emotional man. I do get emotional. I do get angry. And yes, on occasions, I do use abusive word. An abusive word only to some Bengali male, not female. It has to be done. And there are reasons for it. I don't have to explain now. Some dogs should be called dogs, even if they have about 2 legs. Please, let them know lot of two-legged dogs going around, pretending to be very important people, legends, and all that kind of nonsense. They're dogs. They live around dogs. They have dogs hanging around with them. And all they do is bark and bark and bark and bark and do nothing. As the saying goes, a barking dog seldom bites. There's only a lot of barking about them. They bark up the tree, bark here and bark there. But they're far, far away from the truth. Let truth prevail. Let you all be glad and happy in a good state of mind as I leave you. No worries about me, please. I'm safe. I'm secure. Of course, my Shaji is there to look after me. Your Rastafari is there to look after me. You guys are there to, don't pray for me. Just say, stay well, that's it. Yeah? What the hell praying for, right? So, I have to take my leave now because I've got things to do at home. But before I go, maybe one quick look at a few of the things around my house, in the garden. Okay, this is the Christmas tree that we get home around the 20th of December. And I have a lot of other trees. I'm not very good about the botanical name of trees. This one I don't know. This is a guava, I think. Yeah, guava. And so I think when you're doing nothing, you can all join in and share what we are doing right now and doing positive things and saying what we have to say, because there's hardly any time to write these days because no one reads. No one reads. In Bangladesh, in the world, no one reads books. No one. I do. I do have a great time looking at some videos and some interesting stories on Facebook and, Google and my Gmail and whatever. But essentially, I'm not a device addict, which my wife will, of course, disagree. When I'm on the device, I connect with people. I'm good to people. I say hi, hello to everybody, known, unknown, which means you're actually very close to me. I don't have too many people on my friend list. Unfortunately, I can't, because I try to protect my privacy, which I think I have a right to. And on the other hand, it creates the social media creates social disturbances. It leads to partners having fidelity issues. It leads to friends becoming enemies. It leads to a lot of things which are not actually very healthy, but we need it. I would say if you have a knife in your hand, I take that knife and I go kill someone, and the same knife somebody takes in his hand, a doctor, and he cuts up somebody and saves his life. So is that knife at fault here? It's not. So basically it's use, misuse, and abuse. Use to the point that you are not misusing. If you're misusing, make sure the next thing you're going to get to is abusing. And that's going to create disruptions. They want an abusive culture. They want that. They want that all the good things that you've taken from the great world we have, including the Me Too movement and all of that, they want to shut it up. All the great things that we have achieved over the last 10 years, thanks to the global world, they want to destroy that. Only way you can resist is don't give a damn. Do your own thing. Don't give a damn. They shut it down, they lose money, not us. They shut us down, they lose money, not us. Every time I go live, they make money. You don't, I don't. They're making money, right? They're never going to pay us a royalty for my live views, will they? They don't give a damn. They will buy high, sell low, and delay your payment, which means you'll never get paid, you'll always be poor. Never forget that. Beggars cannot be choosers, but beggars have and do have a right to say what is the truth. Our only weapon is the truth. We only believe in peace. We love you, God. We love you, everybody. Joy Guru Ali Shah.